Well, I'm deep in the heart of spooky, and if you have claustrophobia, it could be a little spooky, especially back there. We're almost at the end, probably about a quarter mile, squeezing. Sometimes you have to squeeze through and you have to breathe out so that your chest doesn't get stuck in between the walls. Can't turn can't turn once you're in there. Sometimes you have to decide which way your feet are going to face, because once you get in there you can't turn them. Pretty awesome. I'm drawing these lines in the sand where I've prearranged some compositions, and just waiting for the good light. It's really dead right now. So look up there, see cloud cover, which if it doesn't burn up, then we're not getting photos in here. Yesterday when we came in here a little bit late, and where I am right now was glowing solid red, orange, and blue back there through the viewfinder, which is extremely unusual. Usually you have to boost the saturation a little bit to draw out the color, but this canyon is very special. It's got a unique character to it. A lot of lines. I'm going to go with the 14 millimeter. And what we basically did today, I'm just going to sit down here. What we did yesterday, we came through here and we spent 2 or 3 hours just putting the different lenses on, but for me the 14 millimeter, and putting the camera in live view and not having it on a tripod. Very, very critical. Some people want to talk about this. They look at me like I either don't know what I'm talking about or they don't understand what I'm talking about. But your tripod limits your compositions massively. If you come in with your camera on your tripod, your camera's only going to be here. It's not going to be here, it's not going to be here, it's not going to be here. You're just going to move it around, set it here, set it here. But there's about a million other different ways to approach photographing any particular situation. So what I've found, and I know that some of the more advanced photographers are doing this, even though they haven't told me so, but I can tell from their photos, is take the camera off the tripod, take the cable release off, and walk around with live view on. Especially with the 14 millimeter, you can't even know what kinds of compositions that you can get until you've moved that thing around. Really high, really low, horizontal, vertical, and you will find incredible different compositions. As a matter of fact, we were at Zebra day before yesterday, and I think that we pulled off 2 or 3 or 4 completely new approaches to that canyon because of that technique. Now it's this waiting game, which is sometimes the hardest part of all of this. It's all hard, but it's all fun. But sometimes the hardest part for me is just waiting for that light. Could possibly not happen today at all. And that would be a bummer. It took a lot of work to get here. Anyways, definitely having fun. And hope to come back with 1 or 2, maybe even 3 really, really cool compositions out of this canyon here. I may have mentioned it already, but I drew lines in the sand. There's one here, there's one over there, and then way back in there there's about 2 or 3 more where I found a really good composition earlier today and want to shoot. And then when the light starts doing its incredible glow thing, I'm going to go back to those lines, and hopefully I'll see what I saw before, or depending on what the light is doing, I'll come up with something else. But it's these are special spots where the compositions are really solid. Anyways, that's it. It's a great work to do, great privilege to do this work.